In this video, I am going to give a brief introduction on CSS or cascading style sheet. So, first of all, what is CSS and what is its use? Actually, CSS is a language like HTML which change the appearance of each HTML element on the web page. Now HTML has different attributes which can also change the appearance of different elements of the web page. So the next question arrives, why use another language like CSS over HTML? Actually HTML was created to add only the contents to the web pages. So while developing large websites, if we have to provide color and font to each and every element and then we using the HTML attributes, then it will take more time to develop even a single web page. So the first advantage of CSS is CSS saves times. It is because CSS can stylize the similar elements simultaneously with a very short line of code. The next advantage of CSS is CSS has much more attributes to design a web page than HTML. HTML has some limited number of attributes while CSS has many more attributes. These attributes I will discuss in some next videos. Let's first check out the last advantage of CSS, which is the web page loads faster. It is because CSS is written with a very smaller amount of code, and the smaller amount of code means the page will load faster. Moreover, many HTML attributes get deprecated, like the font tag with its all attributes, face, color, size, they are all getting deprecated. So in this case, if you are using CSS, then CSS will help you to change the look and feel of a web page. That is why CSS attributes are much more recommended than the HTML. Now, how do you write the CSS code? So first of all, let's check the syntax. So the syntax is, first we have to write a selector, then we have to provide some property separated by colon, give a value, and then ends with a semicolon. Now what is this selector? This selector can be any HTML element or any other selector. So HTML element means that can be H1, P, UL, etc, etc. There are also other selectors we can use in CSS too, which can be used according to our need. That I will explain in my next videos. So next one is the property. So this property is any HTML element attribute like color, border, font size, etc, etc, and some values will be assigned to that property. So let's clear it with the little example. Suppose we want to change the appearance of all the paragraphs in our web page. So in this case, our selector will be P because it represents the paragraph element of an web page. So if we want to change the text color, so we have to write the property color and the value is blue. Now in this case, for the color name, you can use any predefined color name or hexadecimal code or RGB value. It is just like HTML value. So in CSS, we can also provide more than one property to a selector like this. Suppose if you want to change the font size of each and every paragraph in our web page, we simply write the property font size and provide a value 14px. So after executing this code, all the paragraphs will appear with blue color and the 14 size font. Here is no limitation of the font size like in HTML, where in HTML the font size range was 1 to 7 and the 7 was the largest. But in CSS, the font size values are very similar to any word processor. So you can provide any value with the unit px, but remember not to add space between the property value, that is 14, and its unit, that is px or pixel. So there will be no space in between. Now the last part of this brief introduction is the CSS comments. Now, like every language, CSS too has its comments, which can be used to explain the code or edit the code for the future use. And like any other comments in different languages, it is also ignored by the browser. So CSS comments looks like this. It's opened with a slash, then there is asterisk, and then you write any CSS comment you want, then it will be closed as asterisk, and then there is a slash. A CSS comment can also span multiple lines. So here is an example, the example from the previous one, like the paragraph. So I am writing the comment, changing the font color and changing the font size. These same CSS comments can be used to write single line comment as well as multi-line comments. So this was a very brief introduction on CSS language. More of CSS we will see in the next videos.